This is a fuel developed by the company Carbon Engineering made from absorbing the carbon dioxide in the air. And this is a tank filled with algae made to absorb carbon dioxide so it can turn into biofuel and other products. These are new technologies made to solve the issue of carbon dioxide polluting the air, which is a whole complex problem I'll tell you all about so you can understand why things such as this is happening. Now you've heard of smokestacks from factories harming the air, but why does a bunch of smoke harm the earth and the atmosphere? Here's a diagram I found to showcase this. As you can see here, there's sources such as industrial areas and heavy-duty diesel trucks. These sources then produce things such as diesel pollution, ozone, and even CO2. Those then contribute to things such as climate change and lung disease. And climate change, as we know, is harmful to our Earth because it will change our climate and melt things such as polar ice caps, which will raise the water levels. And to show how harmful air pollution is to our health, I have another diagram. Here, you can see there are short-term and long-term effects of breathing in air pollution. Things such as headaches, nose, throat, and eyes inflammation, coughing, painful breathing, and pneumonia. And also long-term effects such as affecting the central nervous system, cardiovascular diseases, respiratory diseases, and more. You can see this is harmful, but there are some ways that we're combating it in the modern day. Companies such as Carbon Engineering are creating new technologies to control the amount of carbon dioxide is in our atmosphere. Their focus is capturing and innovating with carbon dioxide. One of the projects that they are working on is a facility where they focus on inhaling and storing carbon dioxide in tanks in the ground. One of the many things they use carbon dioxide for is a new fuel source. This fuel source takes in carbon dioxide from the air, fuses it with hydrogen to create hydrocarbons, which we could use as a supplementary for fuels such as gasoline, diesel, and jet fuels. Now the fuels when burnt will still release carbon dioxide, but since the process requires extracting the already existing carbon dioxide in the air, the total amount of CO2 won't go up or down significantly. This is useful as it's renewable. We can continue to produce and create fuels, and continue to use the CO2 already polluting the earth, rather than producing new pollution. Another technology also reducing carbon emissions is the algae tanks produced by the EcoTech company. Their idea is to connect tanks to smokestacks to collect the would-be CO2 emissions, and then the algae will absorb them and turn it to oxygen. Then we could use the algae to make things such as nutraceuticals or health supplements, animal feed, and even biodegradable plastics and biofoams. Another reason why this is great is that they grow algae in tanks instead of out in the open. Growing them enclosed instead of out in the open removes negatives such as acid rain and birds eating the algae. Now that was some of the pros that they have, but what are some of the cons that they have about creating a renewable technology? One of the main problems with these companies is that they require resources that might produce more emissions than the technology will capture, leading to a net negative impact which could harm the earth more than they think will help it. But from what I've read, these companies are already using or working on using sustainable resources in their developments, so we can worry less about the sustainability of their products. These technologies are cool, but how can you help? Here are a few things you could do to take action. Sign petitions. I have put a couple petitions in the description so you can check it out for yourself. Changing lifestyle choices such as recycling, volunteering, and even shopping responsibly could make a difference. Lastly and most importantly, educate yourself and others. You can do that here on EcoFuture Mail. You can find episodes on new technology and share them with others. Thank you for watching this one, and I'll see you in the next one.